a tutti ragazzi ed eccoci su una nuova avventura grafica, The Council. È un gioco che avrei voluto già provare lo scorso anno, non ci sono riuscito per motivi di tempo, quindi lo inizio qui con voi.
Stop! You're not getting anywhere with this, Von Borchert.
You know, I kind of get the same feeling, my dear Sarah. Listen. Nothing. Not a sound. No one's coming to save you.
That's what you think. The Golden Order knows exactly where we are.
By the time your ridiculous secret society turns up, I'll be long gone. As for you, nothing will remain of your body.
If you touch a single hair on my mother's head, I'll skin you alive.
You know, Louis, I have no intention of beating your dear mother. There are more persuasive ways of making you talk. You've stolen something from me that I intend to get back. Where have you hidden it?
Von Borchert, you can't sell that book on the black market anymore. This is finished.
We know you're planning on selling at one of Lord Mortimer's parties. All right? Just tell us who the buyer is and we can make a deal.
You've no idea of the trouble you've gotten yourselves into. Oh, but you will tell me where it's hidden. I can promise you that.
Stanno decisamente imbrogliati. Mazza che piglia.
Stop annoying our host, Louis. Son, didn't what happened to you in Rome teach you anything?
Just a few more minutes and my concoction will be ready. With this, your bodies will dissolve in less than 4 hours. You'll see. It loosens tongues in no time.
You know, I have to admit, Mother, the only thing you've ever taught me is that damn motto of yours. Always remain rational. And open. I got it. I've opened our shackles.
Draw him over here. I'll take care of him.
Von Borchert! Von Borchert! Listen. Let's make a deal. I'll tell you where the book is if you let my mother go free.
Oh, what are you playing at?
Don't worry, Mother.
You want to play the hero. Pity you're not in any position to do so. For the last time. Where is Al-Azif?
Let me do this. Trust me.
Siamo beccati in per tratto sfregiato.
God's sake, Louis. I told you to let me do it. Let me see.
You know, I was in control of the situation, Mother.
Oh, tell that to your nose. It's because of this kind of reaction that I prefer to work alone.
You ought to learn to trust me, Mother. Can't you be happy for once? We finally cracked the Von Borchert case?
He was just a middleman. He would have been more useful alive. How many times must I tell you? You must never put your life on the line for me. You're much more important than you can ever imagine. Right, let's go now.
Isola di Lord Mortimer, al largo delle coste inglesi. Era un bel posto?
Well done, Mother. You just had to pick up Von Burchard's trail on your own, didn't you? You ditched me in Paris with no explanation, and off you go to infiltrate one of the world-renowned receptions of this Lord Mortimer? And now he writes me to say that you've gone missing on his private island? Which, by the way, looks more like a big rock than a paradise island.
The Council. Episodio 1. Noi giocheremo la versione del gioco tutta completa degli episodi, quindi ragazzi dovrebbero essere, se non ricordo male, 5 episodi. E la saga è fatta da 5 episodi, noi ne faremo sicuramente molto di più. Come registrazione.
Well, I'm sure I'll find you once again, slogging through the caves beneath the island, searching for some long-lost mystical object that you just can't live without. I'm already hating this trip, and all I've done is think about it.
Contrary to what one may be able to imagine, it was not the host himself who invited me.
Well now, Duchess, we find ourselves both invited by Sir Holm.
Well, how very amusing. Perhaps we have some common interests, Your Eminence. Is this your first time at one of Lord Mortimer's legendary parties?
Oh no, we have been friends since long ago. But as I'm doing some business with Sir Holm, the invitation came from him.
Well, I simply can't wait for all the festivities to begin.
And you, good sir, what brings you here?
Una faccenda con Lord Mortimer.
Lord Mortimer asked me to join him. We have some business to take care of.
Oh, how mysterious. You adapt quickly, my son. You get along here like a fish in water. Would you believe that we are all here hoping to solve our personal issues? You'll see.
Right. I doubt that you came here to look for your mother, Your Eminence.
Anyway, consider yourself fortunate, young man, because there are many who dream of simply one day setting foot on this island, and only a very few ever make it. Indeed, I imagine this must be your first time here.
And you, Duchess? You seem to be quite accustomed to things here. Am I right?
I do not think that one can ever get accustomed to what Lord Mortimer prepares for his guests. But you are right. This is not the first time I've been on this wharf.
If you've come back again, I imagine you must find it to be of some interest.
Here, everything is possible if you make the right choices. It really is up to you whether you leave better off or not.
Please excuse me if you find me overly curious, young man. I did not mean to cause you any embarrassment. Come, Duchess. They are waiting for us.
We're moving, Monsieur de Richet, if you would like to join us.
I'm coming, Duchess. A cardinal? A duchess? I wonder if all the guests here are this prestigious. If I'd known, I would have gone for a better suit.
Are you all right?
Mother? Oh shit, your hand!
So?
Okay, it's done.
Did you put it in a safe place?
Yes. I made sure no one was following me. Don't worry, Sarah, no one's going to find it.
Are you absolutely sure?
Yes, I'm sure.
Right. Just one thing left to do.
No, Mother, no, don't!
What? Have you lost your mind?
There's no other way.
If you kill me, you won't find it.
That is the point, my dear. No one must ever put their hands on it again.
No. But I trusted you.
No, Sarah. Don't. No. No!
You can run if you want to, Sarah, but you will pay.
Ha sparato!
Hugh.
Louis, are you all right? What's going on? Here, take this.
I'm sorry.
Keep it. Are you better?
I'm fine. Don't worry. it's getting late. Why don't you go on ahead and I'll catch up with you, okay?
Are you sure?
Yes! I'm sorry. I'm sure, yes.
Fine.
Purtroppo io avessi uno a cui hanno sparato.
I definitely have to find Mother quickly.
Am I going crazy or what? This can't be real. The Duchess arrived with me. What's happening to me?
Non può essere, no, dovrebbe essere morta.
I absolutely need to find you, Mother.
Louis, during the trip, I had something I wanted to ask you, but we didn't happen to run into each other.
Yes, Duchess?
I'm not sure if you remember, but we've met before. At that time, you were of two minds as to your choice of career. Tell me, what have you been up to since?
La domanda. La diplomatica, brilla nei contesti sociali, oratore neoto, evita la gaffa e riesce a convincere i suoi interlocutori senza forzarli. La politica è il suo settore prediletto, occulto, maestro delle illusioni. Convinto dell'importanza del sapere, ha acquisito vasta competenza e ricerca nelle arti. Per gli altri per raggiungere perfino la turba affare. Detective, eccellente nelle indagini, in grado di dare ogni minimo dettaglio attorno a lui e chi lo interroga. Politico, occultista, facciamo il detective, va. Osservazione all'osservazione. Ok. Interrogatorio. Più punti abbiamo messo in logica. Osservazione. Perfetto.
Well, over the last few years, I've solved a number of crime cases. Like the chauffeur d'Angers, for example. Thieves that tortured their victims with burning embers.
Charming. How did you catch them?
I told the most cowardly one that the others had given him up.
Ah, and I wager your thief suddenly started to talk.
You wouldn't believe it. He told us everything. The jobs, the stashes, the names of his partners. Couldn't shut him up.
I heard about that case, but I didn't know you were the one who solved it.
I'm flattered that the news made it across the channel. And you've got a darn good memory, Duchess.
Well, they say I have the memory of two people. But please, call me Emily.
Fine, Emily.
La memoria di
Tell me,
persone interessante.
I was actually helped on that case by my mother. You wouldn't know her by any chance?
Wait, Louis. We've already met. You do remember me, don't you?
No, siamo onesti.
How could I forget a woman such as yourself?
A woman such as me.
Forse ho
What a
sbagliato.
sweet talker you are. Remind me of how we met?
Le abilità che possiedi consentono di fare scelte azioni uniche in cambio di punti impegno.
Don't you remember? We bumped into each other at Mesmer's show in Paris. That fraudster had even bamboozled the Marquis of Lafayette.
You too, apparently, because I've never been to see him.
Ouch. Well, that didn't work.
Right, time to go to the manor.
Abbiamo sbloccato delle opportunità. L'indicatore del dialogo, quindi
I'm
insomma,
heading
ho
off.
fatto un tempo
Don't get left behind.
a non sfruttare
I'm coming.
l'opportunità. Vabbè, prossimo giro.
I don't know where we're going like this, Emily, but you're connected to my mother one way or another. And if I can believe my vision, you don't have much of a place in her heart.
tasto, ok. Talenti. Praticamente ce l'ho pochi o nulli. Tutte da investigare. Da fare. Dove, vabbè. Andiamo alla villa, va.
Good evening, sir. May I ask your name, please?
Louis Moras de Richer.
Monsieur de Richer. Delighted to welcome you among us, sir. You must be Sarah de Richer's son. I must tell you we are doing our utmost to find your mother as quickly as possible.
What can you tell me about the disappearance of my mother?
2 weeks have passed since Sir's mother went missing. All the staff here have since been busy searching every nook and cranny of the island. But Sir may rest assured, we shouldn't be long in finding her.
And just what have you found so far?
It would seem that Sir's mother may be hiding on the island and regularly changing her location. But no one seems to know why she would find this behavior necessary.
What do you mean?
On several occasions, we have found leftovers of food, a few of her things, or even traces of campsites. The reason why we're searching the wharf again is because lights were spotted there last night.
Where we are now?
Indeed, sir. According to our information, lights were seen in the middle of the night, sir. After verification, none of the guests seem to have left the manor last night. We think that perhaps Sir's mother was here.
And did you find anything there?
We discovered a certain amount of damage, sir, on the wooden part of the wharf.
What type of damage?
Broken barrels, mainly. We'll do whatever is necessary to have them rapidly repaired. But quite frankly, I can't imagine what Sir's mother would have been doing with them.
What could Mother have been doing with barrels?
Nevertheless, our search of the wharf hasn't been entirely unsuccessful, though.
What do you mean?
We seem to have found an object that would appear to belong to Sir's mother. A handkerchief. The handkerchief is embroidered with the initials SDR. We came to the conclusion that they are the initials of Sir's mother, Sarah de Richer. I have orders to give it to Lord Mortimer as soon as I see him.
I know my mother. She's not the kind to go for a midnight stroll on the wharf for nothing. I've got to find out what the hell she was doing here.
Where exactly did you find the handkerchief?
On the landing dock, sir. The one you arrived by.
Give me the handkerchief. I'll personally show it to Lord Mortimer.
Well,
I've traveled hard for several days in order to get here.
Yes, but...
Invited by your master.
No, of course, but...
Because my mother went missing right under your nose.
Sir, please.
And having only just arrived, you refused to give me her personal belongings?
Of course not, sir. It was never my intention to contradict, sir. Here you are. I must return now. It is still much to prepare in order to welcome all the guests.
It is indeed your handkerchief, Mother. You must have come here for a specific reason. I need to know what it is. Let's think. What could she have been doing out here on this wharf?
Ok, vediamo un attimo cosa abbiamo raccolto. Inventario. Fazzoletto della duchessa. Fazzoletto materno. E l'invito di Mortimer. Ok, poi. E poi abbiamo scoperto qualche punto debole del servitore. Ok. Appareale, ok.
Honey, the remedy of the gods.
Che c'è qui?
Some rope. Apparently no one's touched it for a good long time.
tutti i bauli, la scialuppa. Qui.
Let's see what's hidden inside. Ah, one of the letters is stamped with the seal of the Order. And I'd recognize your handwriting anywhere, Mother.
But who is this Samuel Ritter d'Auchois? Who are you writing to?
I don't recognize the name. Let's see what's inside this letter. So,
Dear Samuel, my stay on Lord Mortimer's island is going wonderfully well. As I find myself in such charming company, I plan to stay a few more weeks. Would you be so kind as to send me a gift that I'd like to give to our old friend Manuel Godoy? I would be most grateful. I have been told that he's going to join us here soon. I would like to mark the occasion. Thank you in advance. Yours devotedly, Sarah Faustine de Richet.
what is your game here, Mother? Secrets, always more secrets. You've never talked to anyone using language like this. Something's going on here. Who is this Samuel Ritter? And for crying out loud, who is this Manuel Godoy that you keep bringing up? Think. Godoy. Manuel Godoy. Why does that name sound so familiar?
Scusate il taglio ragazzi, ma come sentivate c'era il telefono che suonava, mi sono dimenticato di togliere la suoneria e quindi niente, sono dovuto andare a rispondere per forza. Torniamo a noi. Ricordo. Non la posso usare. Bene, non ricordo.
I'm guessing he's a man of some importance. Spanish, I'd say. But just can't put a face to him. Well, hope we meet to talk about it soon, Mother. I don't know what you've gotten yourself into this time, but I'll bet you've got a lot to tell me.
Ho trovato la lettera.
A lantern. Nothing special.
Non sembra ci sia nient'altro.
Let's see what's hidden inside.
Esamina le lettere, va.
Let's look.
Allora, ideogrammi.
A letter written in an Oriental language.
Non conosco la lingua, quindi
The slightest idea what it says.
It's too badly written, I can't make out the address.
The address is 50 Bedford Square, London. The addressee's in Sao Paulo, Brazil. That reminds me, it's about time the Order sent some envoys there.
Sua Eminenza Giovanni Angelico Braschi.
This envelope is meant for the Vatican.
Non mi dice niente.
This name sounds familiar. Braschi. No. Can't seem to place it. Probably a Dutchman. An address in Cairo, Egypt. Mortimer communicates with the whole world, apparently.
Non ho trovato niente che possa aiutarli. E nient'altro. qua niente. Qui c'è qualcosa.
A sack of seeds. It's unopened. No one seems to have used any. Must be an incredible view from up there. Impossible to set foot on the island without being seen from 300 meters away. Looks like a bar from an old gate. This miserable old bar has been broken fairly recently. The edges are still clean, and the tip is blackened. Without analysis to the contrary, I put my money on cannon powder. This might just come in handy.
O dai, nascondi. C'è una sbarra di ferro che non credo che ci devo fare. Ti devo mandare un'occhiata.
This chest might belong to Duchess Hillsborough.
Andiamo a prendere pappa reale. Andiamo un po' al puntile.
Hey, there's something not right about this floorboard. It's different from the rest.
Ci devo sta classe.
There we go. Let's see what's hidden inside. There's a book and also a bag. The Mysterium Cosmographicum. I know that book well. Mother used to read passages from it to me all the time. And judging from what I can see, it's the same one as hers. For crying out loud, what's happened to you, Mother?
Ok, c'è ogni avventura.
Let's look inside the bag. A little food, a few toiletries, a small key, and some kind of black powder.
Allora, esamina la
The
polvere.
bottom of the bag is covered in black powder.
Esamina la
Iron
chiave.
key completely rusted.
Prendi la
You
stessa
never know.
chiave.
It might be useful. I hope Mother wasn't counting on it.
Esamina il cibo.
Fruit, a piece of bacon, and some bread. The fruit's still firm. The bread's a bit stale. From the smell, this food's been here roughly 2 days. And if it's rationed, there's enough left to last 2 more days. Shit, those are definitely my mother's things. I recognize her hairpins. This bag smells of her perfume. A piece of soap, some oils, and her powder puff. What does all this mean? Right. Just in case, I'll take it all. I'll give it back to Mother when I see her. Crying out loud. Why did you hide supplies in the middle of nowhere, Mother? I don't know what's going on here, but you obviously feel like you're in danger.
È un solo indizio. Qui sali alla villa.
Looks like the barrel's been broken for quite some time.
Cosa c'è altro da questa parte? È chiuso. Il cancello.
Locked. I'll never get it open barehanded.
Allora, c'è la serratura. Non ce l'abbiamo. Utilizza chiave di ferro.
Ah, there we are.
Funziona.
This looks like a pistol case, but it's empty. I don't know if this has anything to do with you, Mother, but if it does, at least now you're armed. Just like in my vision. And none of it's telling me anything useful.
Great, honey.
E ormai ho preso talmente tanto miele che mi sarà salito il
This
diabete.
wharf is used as storage for a lot of barrels.
Esaminiamo il remoto.
What have we here? It's cannon powder.
Esaminarlo.
It's unusable now. I don't know what the person who left this barrel like this had in mind, but it's a waste. So, let's go through this. My mother's been hiding pieces of bread between the rotten boards of the wharf.
Amber crystals.
Allora, abbiamo preso un po' di roba. Non teniamo punti da poter spendere. Un punto abilità nelle scienze, vabbè. Ok. Deve essere qualcos'altro qua. Così non è. Qualunque altro indizio ci possa essere. Vedete che è il momento di salire alla villa, va?
Latin inscription. Nessis, mi fili quantilia produncia mundus ergatur.
Non posso fare niente, io ho scelto di fare detective, ma in quel posto.
How did Mortimer manage to build his manor at the top of a rocky outcrop?
Impressionante.
Impressive.
Ah, my son, I was looking for you.
What can I do for you, Your Eminence?
I wanted to ask you. You are the son of Acceledere, aren't you? You see, your mother and I were supposed to meet here on this very spot. I was supposed to hand her a very important envelope. But I haven't seen her.
If only Mother had told me why she was coming here. Anyway, I ought to take the envelope. It might have something to do with her disappearance. Listen, if it will help, you can always give it to me.
Allora, confronti nel corso del confronto dovrà superare diverse fasi cercando di essere sempre più veloce possibile. Questa è una conseguenza diretta sul resto della storia, quindi devi considerare a fare uso delle tue abilità. Ok.
Thank you, my son. I'll bear that in mind. I'd rather deal with her directly. Don't take it personally. Would you happen to know if your mother has arrived yet?
Certainly, Your Eminence. Mother got here some time ago. I was hoping to find her when I arrived, but given the hour, she must be asleep by now.
Right. I shall see her tomorrow, then.
By the way, Your Eminence, I wasn't aware you knew my mother.
Ah, if you only knew, my son. I hold your mother in the highest regard. She has rendered great service to the church, and her help is invaluable. I hope that you will follow in her footsteps.
If only she had told me where she was headed.
Nonetheless, our exchanges have always been discreet, and I should like them to remain as such. If your mother wishes to speak to you about us one day, I will not mind if she does so.
That is very commendable. But since we work together on a daily basis, it's surely just an oversight.
Most certainly. You said you work together. What do you do exactly?
Che gli dico?
My mother and I belong to the same secret organization, the Golden Order, which I joined a few years ago. Mother trained me, and I assist in her research. In other words, you can trust me.
My child, you are telling a perfect stranger that you and your mother work for a secret society. It would seem that discretion is not one of your specialities. You will understand that it does not encourage me to put my trust in you.
Shit!
All the same, it bothers me to see you in a quandary, Your Eminence. Is there any other solution? Look, if it's of any help, you can always leave your envelope with me, and I'll give it to her as soon as I see her.
I hesitate. Up till now, we have always dealt with her in person, and that has always been successful. Do you think I should give it to you?
Potete contare su di me.
Don't worry, Your Eminence. Your secret is safe with me. You know my mother's reputation. As her son, I will defend the de Richet's word with the same fervor.
I would expect nothing less. Listen to me, my child. If I give you the letter, can you promise me before God that no one other than your mother will read it?
Confronto. Allora, tutti i casi un confronto devi convincere il tuo interlocutore dando la risposta corretta. In caso di sua devi ripetere la frase fino a quando non hai dato la risposta giusta. Ok.
I swear by the Almighty God to honor the promise that no one but my mother shall cast her gaze upon your letter.
Good. Listen, let's stop there. I'm going to tell you a secret, Monsieur de Richet. Your mother and I are organizing the escape of a large number of French priests who face a massacre organized by the accursed Republican tribunals. The church is literally being bled like a beast. Without your mother, hundreds of men of the cloth would have gone to the guillotine. She has made the services of your order available to us by organizing the priests' safe passage across the borders. Even if she does not share all our convictions, she always provided assistance. Young man, you can be proud to be her son. Be it only for her sake. Always respect your name. Here, the letter I spoke of. It includes a list of about 15 names ready for departure. Be quick. Remember to tell Sarah when you see her that time is short.
Well played. I'll decide later when I'm alone whether to look at what it contains.
Elementi nascosti, molti indizi, gli oggetti sono nascosti, alcuni avranno conseguenze sulla tua avventura, quindi mettiti alla ricerca. Ok gente, io direi che per questo primo episodio possiamo fermarci qui. Controller ogni tanto che si stacca. Io vi ricordo che se non siete iscritti al canale di iscrivervi, cliccare sulla campanellina per essere sempre aggiornati dei prossimi video, un like se vi è piaciuto, un dislike se il video non vi è piaciuto. In descrizione trovate il link per abbonarvi al canale, trovate il link della pagina del gruppo Facebook, i link usate per seguirmi su Instagram e su Twitter. Io detto questo vi saluto, vi ringrazio e vi do appuntamento al prossimo episodio.